Lagos, a mega city running on relentless ambition. But true growth requires one foundational element: unstoppable, reliable power.
By October 2026, the ambitious 15,000 megawatt electricity generation project aims to light up this state permanently. The clock is ticking.
Meeting this monumental demand
Requires visionary leadership.
Enter Majowski Power Resources.
Gentlemen, in achieving the 15,000 megawatt electricity project set to be operational here in Lagos State by 2026, solar-powered BSS infrastructure is perfectly positioned to close this massive gap, generate the megawatts efficiently, and completely optimize your costs. With the landmark Lagos State Electricity Law Bill signed in December 2024, the state has the power to run its own decentralized electricity market. The new regulatory commission has licensed private operators just like yourselves. You hold the keys to power generation, transmission, and distribution. But to succeed in this new market and dominate the grid, you need a generation solution built strictly for the future.
Gentlemen, this is the Ecolion highly integrated dual-mode energy solution.
It is engineered specifically for commercial-scale microgrid applications. It operates seamlessly, both on and off the national grid. For utility-scale electricity generation, Majowski Power Resources integrates two powerhouse systems to form the ultimate microgrid.
We pair our 2500 kilo hybrid energy storage inverter directly with our massive
2508 kilowatt-hour battery energy storage container.
Together, these massive systems capture, store, and deploy megawatts of incredibly stable, clean power directly to the grid for commercial sale.
I know what you're thinking. What happens when your consumer demand grows and you need to supply even more megawatts?
Simple. We just connect N units of the 2.5 megawatt inverter and N units of the 2.5 megawatt-hour battery containers in parallel.
Infinite scalability. Expand your energy output and your storage capacity without limits, perfectly matching the ever-growing demands of the Lagos market.
By adopting the Ecolion battery energy storage system, you aren't just generating independent power to sell. You are drastically slashing your total cost of ownership in the long run compared to the conventional fossil fuels you are used to.
It is the optimum way to dominate the power market, reduce overhead, and rapidly achieve your corporate, environmental, social, and governance goals.
Clean,
Renewable, and incredibly profitable. Welcome to the future of Lagos generation.
but utility generation is just the beginning. The Ecolion revolution is moving across every vital sector of the economy.
In the hyper-connected era, data never sleeps. But keeping the digital heartbeat of a nation alive requires absolute, unwavering power.
Ejiofor, we manage thousands of base transceiver stations and server farms across the country. We are running on a razor's edge here. If we drop power for a millisecond, digital economics, banking networks, and critical communications across Nigeria are instantly disrupted. And to prevent that, you're currently bleeding capital by running massive diesel generators around the clock.
The reliance on fossil fuels for continuous uptime is an unsustainable financial drain. But there is an optimum way out.
We have to stop the bleeding right now. Mr. Jerry, show him the Ecolion solution.
This is our Ecolion solution. It will optimize the system. For these main switching centers, we deploy N units of our 2.5 megawatt inverters, paired directly with the 2.5 megawatt-hour battery containers.
And for your remote base transceiver stations, we effortlessly scale down to our outdoor cabinets to match the exact load. True decentralized power.
You completely mitigate that massive operational diesel cost. The Ecolion system guarantees uninterrupted 20 millisecond switching power,
Your data server farms stay online. Your transceiver stations never drop. You protect your revenue, and you protect the nation's digital infrastructure. From digital networks to the front lines of human survival, the demand for absolute reliability never stops.
In the healthcare sector, the margin for error is zero. When a facility's power fluctuates, it isn't just an inconvenience.
It is a direct threat to human life. Hospitals, surgical theaters, and ICUs require absolute, unwavering power stability.
In this hospital, power stability is literally a matter of life and death. Our intensive care units and diagnostic centers cannot afford a single flicker. Furthermore, our pharmaceutical cold chain requires continuous, precise refrigeration to preserve vaccines and blood plasma.
Doctor, we understand that reliability here is non-negotiable. That is exactly why we bring you the Ecolion C&I battery energy storage system.
You can immediately stop burning millions of naira on round-the-clock diesel generators and hit your ESG goals while saving lives.
You can choose our silent outdoor cabinet all-in-one hybrid ESS. We offer the 64 kilowatt and 128 kilowatt hour, all the way up to the 1-hour models.
Doctor, we have several options for your critical wings. You have highly flexible, medical-grade options.
Compact, totally silent, and emission-free, the outdoor cabinet blends seamlessly into high-end medical environments without disturbing patient recovery.
Or, for your heavy-duty MRI diagnostic centers and massive cold chain facilities, we scale up to our containerized all-in-one systems.
These range from the 300 kilowatt to our massive 500 kilowatt systems, with storage up to 1,543 kilowatt hours.
By combining 2 or more units in parallel, the system seamlessly matches the exact peak load and extreme energy demands of any modern hospital. With 20 millisecond grid switching capabilities, critical medical equipment never drops offline. The transition is completely invisible.
This changes everything. We can finally secure our infrastructure independently.
From preserving life to preserving critical inventory, the Ecolion system is the ultimate line of defense for industries that cannot stop.
In the cold chain logistics industry, time and temperature are everything. The battle against spoilage never stops.
For food processing facilities, grid instability is not just an inconvenience, it is a catastrophic threat to inventory.
If our industrial refrigeration compressors shut down, this entire inventory of frozen foods and perishables will spoil within hours.
Your energy demand is continuous, and the grid just isn't dependable enough. You need a highly robust, off-grid solution.
Ecolion C&IBS is your absolute best defense against inventory loss. Imagine eliminating the massive operational cost of running those diesel generators while easily meeting your industry's strict environmental, social, and governance goals set for 2026.
We engineered the system to match your compressor load exactly. You can start with our sleek outdoor cabinets,
Ranging from 64 to 128 kilowatt hours, up to 125 to 257 kilowatt hours. Perfect for your localized cooling zones.
and when you expand this massive warehouse, we bring in the big guns, our heavy-duty containerized systems.
Scaling from 300 kilowatt to 500 kilowatt models. We connect them in parallel to handle the massive inrush currents of your heavy compressors.
By adopting the Ecolion system, the fear of grid failure and inventory loss is completely eliminated.
Your compressors
Never stop running.
Your inventory stays perfectly frozen. Your bottom line is protected.
In the world of heavy manufacturing and steel processing, the machines must never stop. Power is the lifeblood of production, These sectors operate on relentless, continuous production lines. They require massive, unyielding electrical distribution.
For industrial magnates, grid instability is the ultimate enemy of profitability. Chief, a sudden power cut on this continuous production line doesn't just halt work, it completely ruins raw materials.
Exactly! It severely damages our sensitive machinery. The downtime, combined with the cost of running those massive diesel generators, is eating our profit margins alive. Then it's time to permanently switch to the Ecolion CNI BESS. We designed custom multi-aluminium watt off-grid storage systems exclusively for heavy industry.
Scaling up to 4.4 megawatt hours and beyond, these heavy-duty systems are engineered to sustain extreme industrial loads safely. You instantly mitigate those massive diesel costs, and you hit your 2026 environmental and social governance targets seamlessly.
Your energy options are incredibly robust and fully customizable to your floor plan. For your smaller, localized processing zones, we deploy our silent outdoor cabinets, ranging from 64 to 257 kilowatt hours. These intelligent cabinets provide localized, decentralized power to ensure auxiliary systems never experience a voltage drop.
And for the main factory floor where the heavy lifting happens, we bring in the containerized all-in-one systems.
From 300 to 500 kilowatts, storing up to 1,543 kilowatt hours per unit. Pure, uninterrupted industrial power.
Pure industrial power. No more diesel.
You gentlemen have yourselves
A deal.
When the machines keep running, industries thrive. Ecolion is the foundation of modern manufacturing. Water production is the foundation of public health. But industrial-scale purification relies entirely on one thing: relentless mechanical force.
heavy-duty pumps and filtration systems must run continuously to meet immense daily production targets.
These massive pumps and filtration networks must run continuously. The constant grid instability and monthly outrageous bill is our absolute biggest bottleneck.
Designing a 100% off-grid energy storage system is no longer a luxury. It is an essential engineering solution for this plant.
Ecolion is your most viable solution for cost-effective, clean, and renewable power to bypass that grid instability forever.
You can scale this system exactly as you need it to grow. For your sensitive filtration labs,
offering up to 125 to 257 kilowatt hours of localized, stable power.
And to drive the main plant, adopt our heavy containerized systems from 300 to 500 kilowatts, storing up to 1,543 kilowatt hours.
These heavy-duty units are connected in parallel to easily handle the massive electrical inrush currents required to start heavy-duty water pumps.
No voltage drops, no missed production targets, just pure, uninterrupted mechanical power.
Thank you so much. You saved us.
I'm glad we could help. With Ecolion, facilities transition to total energy independence.
Securing the flow of life, day and night.
In the petroleum sector, the stakes are unimaginably high. From offshore platforms to onshore refineries, operations run 24/7.
continuous electricity isn't just required for resource extraction. We must maintain full power.
Absolutely, safety is our priority.
It is the absolute backbone of facility safety. Safety is our #1 priority. A power failure in our automated pressure monitoring systems here is catastrophic. Our environments are incredibly harsh, dusty, and hot.
Can your system actually handle this level of industrial stress? Ecolion commercial industrial battery energy storage system is built exactly for this. It is your most viable option for stable generation in extreme conditions.
Depending on your localized peak power demands, we deploy our IP54 rated descated outdoor cabinets. Ranging from 128 kilowatt hours to 257 kilowatt hours. Perfect for running rigorous automated safety networks and localized pressure monitoring systems without fail.
And for the heavy lifting, running your massive onshore extraction pumps and refinery chillers,
we deploy our heavy-duty containerized ESS, offering up to 500 kilowatts and 1,543 kilowatt-hours of storage per unit. Connected in parallel, these megawatt-scale systems ensure extraction pumps never lose power, completely bypassing grid instability. Total reliability. Total compliance.
Zero catastrophic downtime.
Powering the industries that power the world. Trust is the ultimate currency of the financial sector. But trust requires a network that never sleeps.
For banks and fintech companies,
constant power is the only thing keeping core banking servers and cybersecurity. Our protocols are running smoothly. All servers are operational. Our core banking servers and ATM networks must stay online. Any disruption means failed financial transactions, immediate network vulnerabilities, and worst of all, a complete loss of consumer trust. We cannot afford grid instability.
Trust is your currency. Ecolion commercial and industrial battery energy storage system and permanently solve your grid instability.
No more dropping offline during grid transitions, and you completely mitigate the massive operational cost of running diesel generators at your regional branches.
we tailor the power storage exactly to your financial network's architecture.
For your regional ATM hubs and smaller branches, the intelligent outdoor cabinet, with up to 125 kilowatts of output, is perfect. And for this core banking data center, we bring in the heavy-duty, containerized energy storage system, delivering up to 500 kilowatts and massive storage.
With seamless 20-millisecond switching, your cybersecurity firewalls and transaction ledgers never experience a single voltage drop.
Redundant,
secure, and clean. Your financial infrastructure becomes completely untouchable.
Ecolion, the silent vault, protecting the digital economy. At the edge of civilization, the mining industry moves the earth itself, but extracting raw materials requires raw, unyielding power.
operating miles away from the nearest electrical grid, turns energy generation into an extreme logistical challenge. We are miles away from the nearest reliable grid. Running these excavators, conveyors, and processing plants relies purely on a fleet of massive diesel generators. The logistics of constantly fueling them, especially during the rainy season, is an absolute nightmare.
The mining industry requires unyielding power, but it doesn't have to require logistical nightmares.
Adopting Ecolion Commercial Industrial Energy Storage System is the absolute best option for generating independent, renewable electricity for your heavy operation.
Exactly. We can set up high-capacity solar microgrids right here on site to harness this constant sun.
For your remote site offices and localized equipment, we deploy the outdoor cabinet all-in-one hybrid energy storage system, ranging up to 257 kilowatt hours. And to power those massive rock crushers and conveyor belts, we parallel our heavy containerized systems.
You can choose the 300 to 500 kilowatt models. You secure 24/7 operations.
With our highly durable IP66 rated MPPT controllers, your solar arrays capture energy efficiently, safely isolating heat from the main batteries.
You drastically cut the diesel supply chain, and you run a much cleaner, significantly more profitable mine.
Transforming the heaviest off-grid liabilities into reliable, sustainable assets.
Uninterrupted excavation. Zero grid dependency. Maximum yield. Ecolion. Unyielding power for the Earth's toughest frontiers. An international airport is a city that never sleeps. And in the world of aviation, darkness is simply not an option.
Managing massive HVAC systems, security networks, and critical flight operations, this facility requires an infallible power foundation.
Impressive.
We cannot afford a single second of blackout. Rely entirely on our radar and air traffic control networks staying online.
Director, an international airport cannot afford to blink. But right now, your backup protocol relies on an incredibly expensive fleet of diesel engines. Ecolion Commercial and Industrial Battery Energy Storage System guarantees that your 24/7 security networks and air traffic radar systems never lose power.
And you drastically reduce the massive operational costs and carbon footprint of those outdated backup engines.
We scale the power directly to your massive infrastructure demands. For the main terminals and this control center,
we deploy our heavy-duty containerized models, delivering up to 500 kilowatts and 1,543 kilowatt-hours per unit.
And for your luxury VIP lounges and localized security checkpoints, our silent outdoor cabinets handle the load flawlessly.
Seamless 20-millisecond switching ensures that radar signals never drop, and communication lines remain crystal clear during grid fluctuations.
Absolute flight safety, Lestate, secured by intelligent, independent power.
Keeping the skies safe and the ground secure. In the world of ultra-luxury hospitality, perfection is not an aspiration. It is the absolute baseline expectation.
premium hotels and exclusive resorts manage staggering energy demands to keep the illusion of effortless comfort alive.
But behind the scenes, that flawless guest experience requires massive, uninterrupted electrical power.
For global hotel brands, grid instability is a direct threat to their reputation and their long-term operational profitability.
Securing energy independence at this scale requires a transition from outdated backup models to intelligent, permanent infrastructure.
Enter the era of the Ecolion Commercial and Industrial Battery Energy Storage System.
Welcome.
As you know, this brand operates several 5-star and 7-star properties across the nation, alongside our boutique luxury resorts. Between the massive central H chillers, the continuous elevator operations, and our 24/7 amenities, our power demands are simply staggering.
Hospitality at this level requires an invisible, flawless foundation of power. Right now, your operational costs are heavily tied to massive diesel generators.
We are here to show you why Ecolion should be your absolute #1 option for independent, silent electricity generation.
We analyzed your energy profile. Over a 10-year period, the total cost of ownership of running diesel for a 7-star property,
The fuel, the maintenance, the replacements, it is astronomical compared to our battery energy storage system infrastructure.
By adopting the Ecolion system, you keep your operations flawless and online at a mere fraction of that 10-year cost.
For your boutique luxury resorts, we seamlessly install our sleek outdoor cabinets, ranging from 225 to 257 kilowatt hours.
They are perfectly weather-resistant, intelligent, and most importantly, whisper quiet. They will never disturb your guests.
Unseen, unheard, yet providing absolute stability to the most sensitive luxury environments.
And for this massive Victoria I Lagos, Nigeria, and your other 7-star branches around the globe, we deploy our heavy-duty containerized energy storage system.
From 300 to 500 kilowatts. We parallel them to run your heavy chillers and elevators entirely independently.
Clean, silent, and immensely profitable. The ultimate upgrade for the ultimate guest experience. Transforming the cost of comfort into a sustainable, long-term asset.
Ecolion. 5-star reliability for a 7-star world. Welcome to the future of power. Let me take you through the functional characteristics of the Ecolion commercial and industrial battery energy storage system models
that we use to permanently solve grid instability and power industries across the nation.
First, our outdoor cabinet all-in-one hybrid energy storage system. Available in 64 kilowatt by 128 kilowatt hours, 120.
Its all-in-one design makes it incredibly compact and efficient, perfect for localized power demands. It features a seamless 20-millisecond switching capability and peak shaving features. Your equipment won't even know the grid went down. Next is our heavy-duty containerized all-energy storage system, available in 300 kilowatts and 500 kilowatts by 515-43 kilowatt-hour.
500 kilowatts by 1028 kilowatt-hour, and the massive 500 kilowatts by 1543 kilowatt-hours. This is a complete turnkey containerized solution. It features built-in smart switch and isolation, true plug-and-play installation, and it comes completely external MPPT ready.
For large-scale utility and industrial microgrids, we have the 2500 kilowatt hybrid energy storage inverter system.
Available in 2500 kilowatts at 400 volts and 2500 kilowatts at 35,000 volts. It boasts true all-in-one integration,
multi-mode intelligence, incredibly rapid response, highly resilient off-grid performance, and plug-and-play capability. We pair that powerful inverter with our 2508 kilowatt-hour battery energy storage container, specifically the 2508 690A model. This Volt guarantees precision thermal management to maximize battery lifespan and high-efficiency charging.
It delivers flawless, seamless integration into any megawatt-scale power network.
Finally, to tie your solar arrays together safely, our MPPT controllers, the GW-MPT-12 and GW-MPT-24.
They allow for decentralized PV side installation, a double-layer safety shield, and complete dual environmental protection. Don't let grid instability dictate your business's future or drain your profitability. Take control of your power today. Reach out to Majorski Power Resources. Connect with us on Facebook at Majorski Power Resources 2017, on Instagram at ejiofor.emmanuel.1614.
Find us on YouTube at Majorski Power Resources 2017, on TikTok at Majorski 2017, on X at Ejiofor 1990,
and LinkedIn at Majorski Power Resources. Or simply send us a message on WhatsApp right now at +234 706 316 9648.
We are ready to power your success.